Hi folks, Dino Bob here. We've been in the kingdom for a while, and today it's time to introduce some Hadrosaur royalty, Edmontosaurus regalis. We're on the road up from some of the other Hadrosaur habitats, and you can see the path going to the left, and there is a regalis up there on the rock. That path goes off to the Cenozoic portion of the park. We're not going to go there today. We're going to move in here along this path. So, sort of, you can see different parts of this viewing area revealed as we come around the corner there. And here we've got some rocks that don't look entirely natural. We'll come back to those. This first structure on the right is a small elevated viewing area, sort of a peek into the habitat area. And there's the male right now showing off his little crown. So this is just sort of a little variant viewing area for the park. I think it gives a very naturalistic looking scene. We'll go down the other set of stairs in this little, through the stairs, sorry about that. Through the this little side path here, and our guests can look out into the habitat and see more of it from here. The wooden posts you see going by there were necessitated by an artifact of putting the fences in there. They sometimes put up these metal poles, and I decided to make one. You saw the cursor circling there, an implied TV camera monitor for the habitat. So there's two of them here now to sort of I don't know, make something good out of the artifact. Anyway, this is the main viewing gallery. It's shaded and has a couple of binoculars to look out into the depth of the habitat. And you can see pretty much all of it. We got our hadrosaurs behaving for us today. So standing there watching them is my modular man that I use to check scale on various aspects. Built out of modular pieces and laid over a guest in the park to get the scale right. No admittance. It probably won't actually stop the guests right now. But this is a bridge to another portion of the park that is nowhere near completed. And guests coming over the bridge will get their first look into the length of the habitat as well. Not too bad a view. But the side path here, we'll go along that, to an undeveloped portion of the park is intended to offer the guests a straight through without having to deal with crowds watching the animals. And I hope the pathing will recognize that as a more convenient path. Only time will tell. So the landscaping and stuff, again, I'm pretty pleased with how that came out. And we're going to head back to those funny rocks. You can perhaps see the posts there, which act as hinges, because these are faux rock doors. In Prehistoric Kingdom, the faux rocks look just like the real rocks. It's amazing. Very talented art team. Anyway, we'll go through, and we have a care area for our animals with some set dressing. The idea here is these skinny bars are on pneumatics, and they can fall and rise from the floor to shut off that thing and still leave an opening big enough to get vehicles in here. This is a chain operated gate to give access to the habitat properly. You can see rocks to our left. We're going to go peek around those, and you can see that as we sidestep here, there's the viewing platform. And so this activity is all concealed from our guests, and just a little variation on how to take care of the animals. They're quite big. And a barn big enough for a herd of these things would be huge. This is a fairly tight habitat, and technically it's big enough for the animals. There's the aerial view so you can see it. Big enough for the animals, but they look crowded in it, and there's only 4 of them in here. So not sure how I feel about that. But maybe coming back later to mess around with it. Much depends on which animals show up and what one can do in the park. And there's a look at where it roughly sits in the park. You can see other hadrosaurs off to the left, undeveloped to the right in the center ground. The far distance on the right is the Morrison area, and just off center in the far distance is, of course, the entry building. So that's pretty much the habitat build. Our dinosaurs were being cooperative. Yeah, and noisy. And photogenic, so we have a lot of video of the animals doing their thing. They mostly weren't walking through each other, and they were largely hanging out together. So this was all to the good. And I guess they just wanted their pictures taken today. So Edmontosaurus is a relatively long-lived species. Regalis is mostly known from the Canadian animals, and it's a little bit earlier than Anectids, which is the version of Edmontosaurus from Hell Creek. And we don't know if that one had a soft crest like this one does. Only time will tell if we get the fossils to say one way or the other. And so the devs declined to put the crest on everything but Regalis where it's documented. I really like the colors on the male of this species. The one that's in here right now isn't as vibrant as some. That's him on the right. And I still just like the way they look. All 3 skins for the Edmontosaurus are nice. Although the alt genus one is a little behind the consensus as to what's going on with these animals. Grunolak, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, but it's from the Prince Creek Formation, and it's generally considered just a regional variant of Edmontosaurus. It doesn't get quite as big, apparently, as whoops, I'm going to get rolled at there. Itchy back dinosaur. Anyway, the Prince Creek Edmontosaurus is going to stay in game because that's the way the devs are doing things, to all appearances, and stay in alt genus, I guess. But it definitely is a variation on the animal. So there they go. They're almost acting like a herd, even though herding's not in, or at least wasn't in when this video was shot. And nice to have them not walk through each other. Anyway, you can see a Morrison pyramid in the back there. Anyway, time to go. Take care. Be kind. Like, subscribe, comment, please. See you in another video soon. Bye.